Hello YouTube, welcome back to Learning Life and Loving Radio Scanners. My name is your host Tommy Cunningham. In today's video, what I would like to talk to you guys a little bit about, and this is what I kind of don't get on whenever I look up like a new radio frequency. Because I've been looking around and hey, we are going to have some of those days that we don't find the right radio frequencies. But there is like a lot to listen to just to find out, which I think gets a really good credit. So they actually got this place on here. It's called the Rocky Gap State Park. Now, which I think is really kind of cool about this place, they got a couple things. They got like day use passes, which people can use, which I think is really kind of cool. And you're also going to have your days whenever you have like big hiccups. Like the big hiccups that I'm talking about. It's like days whenever you feel like you just want to curl up in bed and just go to sleep. Well, some days I feel like that. And it's just showing that my computer is running just a little kind of awkward today, which that's okay because we're not in a hurry to talk about it. So if we type in like Rocky Gap Park State Forest, now I see people's been messing with my favorites. That's okay. Well, I do not use Katrina 07, thank you, but I do use the employee's internet. So like also to talk about a little bit about the radio frequency problem in my area, there's just like a couple systems that I would like to talk about today, and these radio systems kind of are unique to this area. Because each radio frequency in like each area you guys go to, you guys gotta think, are they gonna allow you to listen to their radio frequencies? You gotta keep that in mind. That's the reason why that every time I go to a new area, I try to do some thinking. Am I going to bring my new radio scanner with me, or am I going to listen to it on my phone? Because on my phone, I always look into the right radio frequencies. Like for instance, let's do an example. I pulled up radioreference.com. We're going to click on my county, my home county, which is Lawrence County, Indiana, let's take a look at this page, okay? So they got their shares dispatch as 155.685. Well, we already know that that channel is encrypted. It already shows on there NXDN encrypted. Now it also shows some interesting information on here that the IU Health EMS here is encrypted. Now luckily we go on down to the Bedford talk groups. They see the fire ops for the Indian Creek Fire Department is not encrypted. Now let's just say somebody in our group is wanting to listen to, let's just say, the corrections in that area, which they use jail operations. Now, if we go on down to like a more smaller county, which like Orange County, Indiana, they need to do a couple stuff working on here. Now we already know that they changed the system already on the Orange County area attractions, which I think is really kind of awkward. Now they also got like Blue Sky Casino, which shows that they changed number 2 to West Baden radio frequencies to West Baden Springs Hotel, which that radio frequency is 461.0875, which we also go back, we look at their other system, they see that they kind of don't got that in use, which collaborate with some staff. They use a different kind of a radio system there, which I think is really kind of cool. They use a radio system there, which I kind of see this in a lot of different places. Like for instance, like Sam's Club. They're already changing their radio frequencies. Like at Sam's Club, they're changing that to like a different roundup, which I think is really kind of interesting. Now they already got like an already started like 850 radio system, which I see on here. There's security here, CPD, CFD. This is for their airport. Now they also got a lot of interesting talk groups on here. Now, which I don't get, which this is kind of awkward. Now, like, why do you guys use a radio scanner? Like, this is a question that I get from a lot of people. It's like saying, Tommy, why in the world do you like to use a radio scanner and listen to local traffic, but sometimes you see the local traffic you cannot listen to because it's encrypted? So how do you figure out that kind of method? Now, I figured out that kind of method whenever I go to like a new place, or like whenever I check out a new area. Like for instance, the new area is like whenever I go down there to Tennessee, to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. The Pigeon Forge area always has real interesting radio traffic, which I think is really kind of interesting because the Pigeon Forge in Gatlinburg area, they got some really interesting stuff. Like whenever you guys go down there. Now, what I recommend, if you guys are like radio scanner lovers, what I recommend, I did this plenty of times, which luckily I downloaded my own thing, which I use like whenever I go to different places. Like for instance, I'm waiting to go visit the Bidmore Hotel in Asheville, North Carolina. That has been on my hit list for so long. I'm wanting to go check out that place. That place is so cool. If you guys have already seen that place, I would love for you guys to hit the dash me on the comments if you guys are already subscribed to my channel. If you guys have not subscribed yet, ding that notification, push that subscribe button, ding that notification bell, and hit that like button because I'm trying to get up to 500 subscribers by the end of this year. So if you guys could help me out, that would be perfect. Like, I'm not looking for a paid method. I'm not looking for anything like that. All I'm looking for is just for some help on anybody that is like a RIA scanner lover or looking forward to it. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Today's video is brought to you by the Pigeon Forge Department of Attractions. Please look them up on visitpigeonforge.com or visit gatlinburg.com. And the mountains are calling you. Thank you. Have a great day. And I will see you guys here tomorrow.